Hey, help support the show by joining the Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Also hit that like button to subscribe if you want more Cavs-focused content.
I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. Whew. The Cavs were cruising for a bruising in this one. They were begging for a beat down. And look, the way they've come out so slow in some of these games, and I don't think they came out too slow in this one. They had a 17-point lead before halftime. But they have had these streaks of just playing not Cavalier basketball during the last few games here. And I think it's because they played a lot of games and not that many nights. And also, we're going to be hypercritical of the Cavs. And the reason that we're going to have to be hypercritical about the Cavs is because in order to be critical about the Cavs, you have to go through this with a fine-tooth comb, because this is a team that is 52-10. They are excellent. And in order to find flaws in excellence, you got to raise the bar on what you find a flaw to be. So if it feels like nitpicking at times, some of the criticism about the Cavs, it's probably because it is, but it's necessary because that's just where the Cavs are. Cavs have won 12 games in a row, I believe for the third time this season. And look, I thought this win streak was in massive jeopardy before the game. Then you get the announcement that the Heat are missing 4 of their starters, which was a very good thing for the Cavs, because I don't think we would have beat the Heat today if they had their starters, just because of how the Cavs kind of just did not have their best game collectively in this one, or even close to their best game collectively in this one. They get Thursday off, and then they play against Charlotte. I'm pretty sure they're going to be fine against Charlotte, because Charlotte is not good. But they could get sniped. Like the Cavs, if they don't come out hotter in these next couple of games, Charlotte, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Memphis, Orlando, even the Clippers, you could get sniped, right? So, and then you got a West Coast back-to-back. 10:30, 10 o'clock. Ugh, man, that's disgusting. Hey, I'm gonna be up to like 3 a.m. recording videos and shit. But anyways, Cavs were cruising for a bruising in this one. Absolutely let Bam get to his spot too comfortably. Bam played 38 minutes, was 11 of 18 from the field, and got you for 34 and 12. Now, some of this, Bam was just getting easy looks. Some of this was that Bam's three-point shot was falling. Bam was 3 of 5 from 3. So when his three's falling, he becomes way more difficult to defend. He also got to the foul line a few times in this game. He had 9 of 9, so he got to the line like 5 times. So that was part of it. I thought the on-ball defense that the Cavs bigs played against him was actually pretty good, especially Evan Mobley. I just think Bam was just making them shit sometimes, right? And that's just sometimes that happens in basketball, right? You can play good defense, do all you want, but sometimes they're just gonna make that shit. The Cavs on the other end, well, let me keep looking at Miami real quick here, because Davion Mitchell was a little pesky. He's always annoying when the Cavs play again. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but every time we play a little mini-me Donovan Mitchell, the small number 45, like it's like you shrunk down, honey, I shrunk the Donovan Mitchell out there. Every time we play him, he a little pesky, like he just picking and he be playing defense. Kind of player I would love if the Cavs had. I don't know if they would have any use for him. But he's fun player, right? But just annoying as hell to play against, especially because he the only dude. Why? Like, somebody explain this. Why he wear 45 and he know his last name Mitchell? Like, that's got to be intentional. There's no relation. Like, I know the meme went around that people were lying about this dude being his brother. They're not related. Donovan Mitchell does not have a brother. It's the strangest thing. I'm pretty sure I'm late to this party, right? But yeah, man, Davion Mitchell, just an annoying player, and I mean that with the most respect that I could throw on him. Terry Rozier, the Youngstown native, he had a bad night. And look, thank God for his bad night because he shot us back into this game at the end of it. Every time Terry Rozier took a shot, I was like, yeah, let's go. We're going to get this ball back. That's a stop right there. He was 3 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 8 from 3, and like half of them 8 came in the fourth quarter, had 12 points on the night. Scary Terry was very friendly today. So, you kind of lucked out there. Duncan was smacking threes. He made 4 of them against you. And what Kyle Anderson do? Kyle Anderson only got 7 points. So, Miami very short-handed today. So you didn't get their best punched, obviously. The Cavs, on the other end, thought Evan was just okay in this one. 36 minutes, I expect more than 16 points of Evan. 13 rebounds, which I think is a good number. I thought he did a good job facilitating today, but still expected more. Jared Allen, 25 points, 25 minutes, 4 points from Jared Allen. Not a banner night for Jared at all. Donovan Mitchell, he was hooping 8 of 17. Did not shoot super well from 3. 4 of 11 is not terrible, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. That's about 35-ish. Yeah, it's about 35. 6 or 7 free. We did not make free throws tonight, too. That was another thing. Evan Mobley missed like all of his free throws. He was 2 of 7. So I mean, there it goes right there, right? If Evan just makes his free throws, 5 points right there, he gets 21, and then that's a more acceptable number. Evan's got to make them shits. Max Strus, I thought, made some really big shots down the stretch for this team. Really answered some big Bam Adebayo threes at the end of this game. Nice to see the former Heat player get his revenge. Well, not revenge, but, get some comeback. DeAndre Hunter played well. Did not make a 3. He was 0 for 4 for 3, so we're starting to see him come back down to earth. He came to Cleveland shooting about 60%. We know he's going to dip at some point. I think we're experiencing the 3-point dip from DeAndre Hunter, right? Like, he's going to probably settle in, I think, 45%. Nobody shoots 60. That's a crazy number, but he might come in 45, maybe 42, and settle in there, start making shots. I'm actually glad that the slump is happening now versus it happening during the playoffs. Hopefully, he's going to be back to making 40% clips once he gets there, and this little slump doesn't affect his confidence. Last 2 games, he hasn't made too many threes. But what I like about DeAndre is, look, he didn't make a single 3. Still was 6 of 12 from the floor. Still got you 16, 5 boards, 2 steals, a block, and some really good defensive possessions. So, yeah, the 3 ball is not dropping for him, but he found a way to be productive. This is what makes him a invaluable piece to the Cavaliers, like a piece that you cannot put a number on right now, having that ability. I want to give a shout out to Isaac Okoro. He made his 3 today, corner 3. He's been making his corner 3, at least one of them, when he's out there in his 10 minutes. And if he can make 1 corner 3 while he's open, when he's out there, I think that's pretty much all offensively you really want from Isaac, is just to make a couple threes from the corner. I thought Ty Jerome was bad today. His shot selection was awful. And look, Ty's going to play better. Ty's going to have better nights. He was 4-12 from the floor today, 2 of 5 from 3. I thought the shot selection at times just wasn't what it was. He couldn't get the floater to drop. I think he had bad luck there. He did get to the foul line. Did he get to the foul line today? Not really. He took 2 foul shots, so he only got once. Not a great day for Ty. Darius Garland didn't have a great day either with 15 points, 10 assists. I mean, he still got double-double. Darius facilitated well, but just didn't really create on the floor like you wanted him to. They definitely didn't have a great finishing around the rim night. You were pretty much just leaning on a 26-point Donovan Mitchell game and some small contributions here or there from other players to get this done. You were able to get it done because the Miami Heat were shorthanded, but you don't want to live like this every game. So, I think the Cavs should treat this win like a loss. That being said, the Cavs have clinched the playoffs. That's awesome. So the Cavs cannot get, when you clinch the playoffs now, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that means you have avoided the play-in entirely. So the Cavs will not be in the play-in. I think we all kind of understood that that was going to be the case. And I think the worst like realistically, the Cavs cannot slip past like the 3 seed in the East, even if if the Cavs didn't win a single game for the rest of the year, I'm pretty sure they would still be the 3 seed. But all that being said, 52-10, 29-4, the Cavs get to clinch the playoffs. Let's talk about Kevin Love for a bit, because this was his first game back in Cleveland since he got released a couple of years ago. Or was he traded? I think he was traded a couple of years ago. It was just nice to see Kevin get that love, the respect that he has for the people of Cleveland and the people who work for the Cavs organization and still are on that team. Kevin Love was wearing a big old sign saying, "Baby, please come back." Like, he wanted to come back to Cleveland so bad. And maybe, I don't know what his contract looks like, but maybe he gets another opportunity to, get a ceremonial run in Cleveland in the same way that Tristan's getting a little bit of a ceremonial run in Cleveland right now. It'd be fun if Kevin could have been a part of this, but hey, it was nice to see Kevin. It's nice to see that Kevin gets the love, no pun intended, that he gets now. Because look, man, it wasn't always like that with Kevin Love, dog. Kevin Love used to just take the brunt of everybody's frustrations at times in Cleveland, so he didn't get that instant gratification coming to Cleveland. It really was delayed over time. And he kind of became the symbol of that 2016 team as other pieces left and he stayed. But yeah, man, nice to see Kevin Love get the love from the city of Cleveland. And look, the Cavs, no doubt about it, escaped from this one. And I fully expect Kenny Atkinson to treat this game, even though you won, even though you're in the middle of a 12-game win streak, you ought to treat this one like a loss, because you basically should have lost this game against anybody else that you played. But that's the best way to lose. It's hypothetically in your mind, right? You still get the win on the counter. You don't get a loss added to your total, but you can treat it like a loss mentally, and prepare for the next game as if it is that you lost, so you can get all the benefits of that. So yeah, that's why I think the mindset should be after this one. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Y'all have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.